Take a seat. What are they walking out for?
Sit down. I'm sure. Sit down. The rabbi is talking.
Adam.
The rabbi is talking right now. Sit down.
Adam Tiyamus V'Oihel. Adam Tiyamus V'Oihel. Rashi says, Atem Adam Tiyamus V'Oihel, the dinim of Tuma V'Tahari, contamination. A person becomes Tomei in contact with a mess, Tomei mess. Who can be Metame? A mess, someone, a lifeless body is Metame. What kind of lifeless body is Metame? Rashi is Adam Kiyomas V'Oihel Atum Kriyim Adam Vein Akum Kriyim Adam. Only a Yid, a Jew, is the title of Adam, a person, an Adam. Vein Akum, and a Goy is not called, is not Adam, so he's excluded because the Torah uses the expression Adam Kiyomas V'Oihel. It includes only a Yid and excludes someone who's not a Yid. There was in the Chief Rabbi of France, many years ago. So he was a Cohen, and there was a funeral from one of the very prominent ministers in government circles in France. So, being that he had the position as Chief Rabbi of France, so he had to go to attend the funeral. As it found this procession, the funeral for the wives found this procession to the final resting place for the minister. On the way, in the route, was Lahavla Beis Olam. So he left the marching crowd that was following the funeral procession, and he circumvented, he went around the Beis Olam. Then when it came to the cemetery, the Goyish cemetery, he went directly on the cemetery. It was right there right on the cemetery where there were other graves, in the proximity, vicinity of the grave of this minister. One of those attending the funeral took note of it, that here, this cemetery, he circumvented, this Beis Olam, and this one, he went directly on. So he asked him, what's the meaning? Why did you do that? So he mentioned him diplomatically, mentioned him, the Chazal here, Adam Kiyomas V'Oihel, that only a Jewish lifeless body contaminates, but not a Gentile body. Atum Kriyim Adam, Veinakum Kriyim Adam. So he said, what's haste? Mr. Nishke mentioned, we're not another, we're not a human being, we goyim. So as Gentiles, so he said, I'll tell you. He says, our leader, Moshe Rabbeinu, he said, he told us that a human being is here temporarily only. That he himself, there'll come a time when he's going to have to leave this world. And all those, all those that believe in Torah and follow, also have to know that there'll come a time when they'll leave this world. So we all know that there's a person, there's a time when he has to leave this world. Once he becomes lifeless, so he contaminates. he's Matame. But you have your leader. And he said, whoever believes in him is forever, that he'll never leave this world. And whoever believes in him will also go on forever. So he said, if you go on forever, if you don't become lifeless, you don't die. So he says you can't contaminate. So all of you didn't know that he died here amongst you. But you're putting him into the grave, he didn't die. So we're not Matame. The mitzvah, also want to welcome all those that are here coming back. Hashivin Hashem Elocha and Hashuva, Chadi Shemen Kikedem, that they had here a special svive that we're missing all year long. Hashivin Hashem Elocha and Hashuva is going to help us and accelerate the process Meher Yameinu, that Chadi Shemen Kikedem Vizeche to the Bnei Beis Hamikdash Meher Yameinu. The mitzvah from Paraduma, Chazal tell us, is says with a marshal. Marshal, the Ben Melech, Shetina Palton Shal Melech. That a prince, the son of the king, that he Shetina Palton Shal Melech, that he dirtied up the palace. So, who has to clean up the palace? So the aim was the Kanach says Beno. The mother has to come along, and she has to clean up what her son messed up, what her child messed up. But the Kind Schmutzig gemacht, das ist Reinigung. So the Chazal continue that the Paraduma was given to Mechaper to repair the damage done by the Egel. This is the Parah is the mother, and the Mame, and the Egel is the child. So Sovahem is kind of, the Paraduma has to be Mechaper on the Egel. What's the Shaykhis, the connection, the correlation between this Parah and that Egel? The Shalmi says like this here. Hey Nikra V'loi Nivas. Rishim Ben Pazi says like this. Hey Nikra V'loi Nivas. If we learned, if you read these two psukim, Tzitrin, you have to tremble. One pasuk is L'toy, and one is L'ra. When it came to the Egel, and it came to the Egel and to the Mishkan. When it came to the Mishkan, so Moshe Rabbeinu made an appeal. So it's only who did he approach? The Torah says Nediv Lev, a certain class. I give you sir, Nor Azochi Nediv Lev. Those that are generous heart, golden hearts. Not everybody is qualified to give, will respond to give for the Egel. When it came, for the Mishkan, but when it came to the Egel, it says, "Vayisporku kolho," that every einer with a Slav, with enthusiasm, the Slavs, they responded to give for the Egel. So, hey Nikla, when you read these two, when it came to the Dvar Mitzvah, it was only, I'll give you sir, an exclusive class in the life. When it came to the Egel, I spoke of Kolom, everybody, Egel. What do we see from this Yerushalmi Shkolim? We see what was the Nekude of the Chet. The Nekude was like this. Gewenklach, am Bet Ayidin, to be mishtativ in Advar Toim, Adar Shevetz Doki. To be Machzik Teire, to be have an Arman, a Yisraelim Almonis. He asked him to so mishtativ sein. He doesn't take out his checkbook right away, and he doesn't right away a leif nicht. He investigates, so we listen He wants to know a little bit more about it. It is darf man das Tag stissen? Is it worthy of our support? Here, by the eagle, they didn't ask any questions. By spoke of Kolo, each and everyone responded negative seichel, with slavus, with enthusiasm. Negative, didn't ask any questions. They rather responded. By spoke of Kolo. So that was the chet of the eagle. The chet of the eagle was that they were mishtativ. They got involved in the eagle with such a slavus, enthusiasm, negative seichel. That far, they were so involved in the ego, negative seichel. To be mechaper on an avere that was committed with so much slavus and so negative seichel, has to have a mitzvah that also is negative seichel. What's the paraduma of negative seichel? Because the Chazal say it's metame, metayat tmeim. Those that were tomei, they contaminated, became tohor, and it's metame tohirim. And those that are involved, those that are skonim in being integrating the poro, so they become tomei. So that's negative seichel. So it's an order. That's the savoy aim, which the kind says no. In order to mechaper on the chet v'negel, you have to have a mitzvah that also is done with such belief sholem and such a shlavas. You don't even quite do negative seichel. Chad Barkai Shomer. That's the Kodesh Baruch Zakesh is Yisrael. The Tzivah on to mission number Nechavis Matzikot. God bless every other.
Skadash, Mirabah, Mother